Well, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, I don't necessarily have a preference. I just like going out there and playing football as it is. It's a blessing to be out there every day. So for us to come out there and, they're basically going to challenge us, we have to be ready for that anytime. If this team was going to come out there and run the ball every play, we'd have to be ready for that too, because the secondary doesn't just defend passes. We specialize in reading our keys and tackling. And so one thing that we're going to do, we're going to read our keys, we're going to tackle. And then if they're going to throw the ball up, we got to make sure that we knock it down, things like that.
And this could be a game that you get a couple picks.
Let's hope so. I don't want to call it or nothing like that, but I'm looking for it every time. So if it's up there, I'm gonna try and get one.
You guys have faced some passing challenging teams, and challenging for them to pass, I should say, the past couple of weeks. This team markedly better in your estimation?
Yeah, I think that just based off of what I've seen earlier, that these guys really know what they're doing out there. They had a great offseason apparently, and it's been showing up for them on film. And so since it pays off, that means that we got to make sure that we know what we're doing. We got to watch these guys. They got a couple players that can go out there and make plays. They got a young quarterback who can really sling it. So we're prepared to do whatever it takes to stop these guys. And it's going to take a lot of film, but we work hard in practice and we study hard. So I think we'll be ready for it.
You look, I would say more forward too, but you get a little more excited when you go up against a team that looks like they do throw the ball a lot more though.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I was just saying earlier that we got to be prepared for pretty much every opponent, and this opponent in particular, they're going to throw the ball up, but it's not just the DBs who are out there playing against the pass. We'd have to be there. We'd have to tackle if they were just a running team, and the linebackers are included in coverage as well. So everybody's got to play their part. And one thing that we do well is that we're going to read our keys and we're going to tackle. So the ball's in the air, we're going to make sure we do something about that. If they complete a pass or two, we're going to go down there, we're going to tackle them. We got to get these guys on the ground and make it for another down.
I look at the numbers on the defense, and I don't see any, one or two guys running away from the numbers. This team looks like everybody runs to the ball pretty well. Do you notice that walking where you're sitting?
Yeah, I think that we do run the ball pretty well. We harp on that in practice, and the way that these guys have been practicing lately, it's just off the charts. And I appreciate the way that they've been playing for us. Even the D-line has a habit of running to the ball, and that really helps us because these guys, they're just playing like they don't want to stop. And in the way that we rotate guys in and out, it's definitely going to help them conditioning-wise and for the fact that their longevity in the game. One guy goes in, he goes a couple plays, comes back out. The other guy goes 3 plays, full speed. We're just coming in and out. But the whole time, nobody's going half speed. Nobody's slacking. And that's one thing what looks like has been paying off for us. And that's why it looks like these guys are really just moving to the ball.
I know you guys love to play games. Bye week comes up, you miss a game. But the recovery time, listen to coaches talk today, it sounds like you guys really responded well.
Oh, yeah. I felt great this morning. I should say afternoon. But I felt great today. And it was just a great practice for me personally. And, I believe that everybody made do of their off time. And it looks like everybody came out here full speed. They were out here running, and they were just getting to the ball. And I just really like the way that we look today. And if this is going to judge anything, we'll play great on Saturday.
Does a game on Saturday put a bigger emphasis on tackling individually? Because if you miss, there's not that guy maybe providing safety help like you do to kind of make up for a corner that misses a tackle.
Well, I mean, the way that we run to the ball, we gotta take our shots, and we harp on being great at tackling. So these guys got to make sure that they tackle them. If they don't bring them down, at least hold them for a little bit. Somebody's going to be there. There'll always be help one way or another. It's never going to be just a one-on-one and then it's gone. We got to make these guys work for their yards.
Brian, you guys are used to the pace, but when a team throws the ball as much as Goff does, I think he's thrown the ball 168 times in 3 games. How much does that tax your secondary? Because you got to get up and get ready for the next play, I assume, right away.
Yeah. Well, the way that it works, you got to wait for the referee to spot the ball too. I believe that we'll be ready for this challenge. We got to get out there and see the formation, see our plays, and make sure that we react to what they're doing. But the play is only going to go as fast as the ref spots the ball, and I believe that that's just enough time for us. If they just run down the field every single second, and they can go on their own speed. You could probably pose some problems, but I believe we'll have enough time to get ready for this.
Is that something that you guys are taught early on to watch to watch the referee after the play's over?
Well, you have to watch him because, that lets you know, like, hey, all right, it's time to go. Just because the ref spots the ball doesn't necessarily mean that the offense is ready, but that could also mean that they are ready. They're waiting on the referee. That could be a scenario. So, once the ball is spotted, we have to be ready. And, if you're not, then you can get caught slipping, and then that's when they get easy punts. That's what a lot of teams depend on. So we got to be ready at all times.